Hi Virgo, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of April 25th to May 1st, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is general for the week, so just take what resonates. But as well, thank you in advance, as I almost lose my voice, for your likes, comments, and subscriptions if you haven't done so already. And to book a personal reading with myself, just reach out via email. Everything you need is down below in the description box. I'll definitely get that started for you. And don't forget to stick with me to the very end of this video to get an answer to your own yes or no question. So just think of it along the way. But the song that Spirit chose to speak upon your week on shuffle, Born to Fly by Sara Evans. Born to Fly. I'll leave that down below for you to utilize in one way, shape, or form. And we're going to keep this set of weeklies simple by simply just jumping into it and pulling from the Tattoo Tarot deck. Being put on stage at certain points in the week, even if you don't desire it, a focus on your happily ever after, your fulfillment. And I feel like even if you don't expect it to, the level of attention you do receive, because you are feeling kind of bold in certain ways throughout the week, that attention does fulfill you or make you feel more content in certain ways. And others it may not, but that may surprise a select few of you. For Virgo. Four of Swords coming out. All right, protection is the name of the game throughout the week. Interesting, didn't expect that to come out. Feeling like at times you're pushed to reflect on when you got a bit steamy is how it's coming through, as they show somebody with steam coming out of their ears. When you've sort of gotten frustrated or ready to sort of combust or just explode in one way, shape, or form. Even if it didn't feel that dramatic, it just pushed to reflect at certain points in the week on when you got aggravated, right? And how to prevent that moving forward to keep things balanced, calm, cool, and collected. As I do feel like you doubt at times that you're protected to jump back to that first message. As I feel like you are, again, pushed to reflect a lot throughout the week on when things felt more bleak than they do these days. Maybe for some of you, it's just to simply help you gain a level of perspective that where you're at isn't horrible, but where you want to go is 10 times better. Again, look at this imagery with the Nine of Cups. A push to walk down memory lane, to view your Hall of Fame in a sense, you know, what you've accomplished side by side with even the disappointments, the downfalls they've experienced up until this point. Feeling like there are points where they're showing me somebody with no hair, interestingly enough, kind of letting the wind blow in their hair, right? Going back to that song, you're born to fly, right? Born to achieve more than you have up until this point, but it doesn't mean you can't grant oneself the opportunity or just accept the opportunity to rest when there's some blank time or some downtime, all right? The Knight of Wands. They're now saying it's all about balance, as I feel like there's an underlying focus on you being confident, feeling strong or stronger than you have recently, but definitely emotional to an extent. Asking yourself why something is making you more emotional than one would expect. What your third eye is opening to this week will be so significant in regards to the upcoming weeks, and or a goal that you wish to and know intuitively you're going to complete, fulfill moving forward. The Knight of Wands here, once again, okay? Feeling as if you just want to go after something with the immense amount of passion and courage, but feeling like it's not the right time, okay? It feels like you're accomplishing a lot this week, but overdoing it at certain points, so I need to recognize when that's taking place and how to, they're saying play a little bit more, but to work harder at times, but then switch gears and work smarter, not harder. That was such a struggle, as I do feel like you're not afraid to, these days and moving forward, especially throughout this week, to put your hand up to the BS, right? It just feels like as well, you're being reminded there is more control within the palm of your hand than meets the eye, right? A huge part of that starts with your mindset, right? To manifest what you desire moving forward. And I really feel as if you could be experiencing for some of you Virgos, a increase in your spirituality, your intuition. You could be experiencing levels of emotion coming in so heavily, and then they just dissipate, right? Something to learn from it, as I feel like you might be wrapping up an emotional chapter or just being pushed to reflect on one once again, as I see you being very depleted a lot of the week, but desiring an ending in one way, shape, or form, okay? I got kind of somber when I said that. I'm hearing a little bit disappointed, all right? So the Five of Cups and the Knight of Swords, that's the second knight here on the board, but there are points in the week where you expect the worst, right? And I feel like you need to reflect, they just emphasize the word need. You need to reflect on why you do expect the worst at times, who and what's affecting that way of being, that mindset, and recognize that it's going to play into the manifestation process, period. As easily as you can manifest the positive, the success, the improvements you desire at this time, you can manifest backtracking or a level of negativity in one situation or more disappointment, okay? And so with the flashbacks and certain levels of remembering throughout the week, do expect the best, period. Keep it optimistic or bring it on back when need be, as I feel like there are certain points where you fantasize, but not in a hopeful way, right? And I do feel like there are certain moments in the week where you're going after something or prepping to go after something, but expecting to have to wear a whole body of armor in a sense to protect your heart, your soul, you know, your goals, and wanting to sort of whip that sword out sooner than need be, without proof or just sort of even that intuitive feeling that you need to, right? Just expecting the worst once again. Allow for oneself to recognize that your intentions, your expectations may be too heavy at this time, to the point where it's altering the manifestation process, but it's also just adjusting the energy, the feeling in a situation or with whatever you're going after, okay? They're saying lighten the energy. Lighten the energy. As I feel like, wow, a third night, a lot of movement. The Knight of Pentacles, it just feels like you're being pushed to stand still at times when you want to keep moving to fill a void or to experience more, right? Or to figure out what's missing in one way, shape, or form. Interesting. Did I already say that? I feel like you're being pushed to recognize soon enough when the spiritual realm, when spirit and the universe feel you're ready, you'll be given a key to open something new for oneself, a new door, if you will, a new level of progression. Something that feels stuck will pick up pace in one way, shape, or form. As I feel like, once again, you're being pushed to recognize that your Ten of Pentacles lifestyle is ahead for you. But at times I feel like it's a slow moving process getting to that, right? But I feel like there's a lot to learn throughout this week and moving forward in regards to how to make the best out of where you're heading, what you're about to embark upon, or what you're dealing with at this current time. But I feel like, once again, the past is playing into it. Don't be surprised if people and places and situations just pop back up left and right. I feel like you could be thinking about your childhood at a certain point too. They're saying a dream will bring it up, to say the least. As once again, I feel like you desire a passionate fresh start. Also coming out, the Wheel of Fortune. So in the midst of a slow moving progression in certain areas, you're seeing the wheel churn, okay? You're seeing oneself need to research, encourage oneself or encourage others, interesting, to inform yourself of what lies ahead, or what you could be looking up options. Browsing on the internet is what I'm getting, as you're depleted, right? Desiring an ending once again, but feeling as if this is just such an eerie image if you look at it. But anyways, you're being pushed to recognize that you will be feeling like yourself more so at certain points of the week, as this is your energy. But your alone time is going to come in handy, especially when you're feeling quite depleted. As they draw me back to the Four of Swords, you need to prioritize your beauty rest, your self-care once again, to keep those wheels churning in a lot of ways. But do advise oneself, in interesting wording, to calm the wheels of your mind, as you will feel as if it's hard to not have them racing in different directions in that alone time. Okay. You could hear how that just kind of made me a little bit nervous. I feel like that's the potential outcome. You may be making yourself a bit nervous all the meanwhile as you're thinking about the battle within trying to reach for your independence, or just the conflict in one way, shape, or form. Or you could feel like all the meanwhile you just do desire love but don't know if you should be prioritizing it at this time. Do you see how your mind will be racing, especially towards the end of the week? Just breathe and allow yourself to remember that once again you're manifesting a lot, and everything that happens throughout this week is beyond purposeful. Okay? Let's answer your question. Bear with me. For Virgo. Alrighty, you're getting an answer of no. You gotta know. So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Virgo.